Back to Camp Nou, just a couple of minutes away from the opening kickoff. It's the return leg of their Kings Cup quarterfinal tie. Barca enters the match down 2 goals, 4-2 the final last Thursday. That's the bad news for the Catalans. The good news, though, Ray, is that Barcelona has scored at least 2 goals in every home game this season.
Yep, they've really been very proficient at hitting the back of the net on their home crowd, and they'll need this crowd tonight. You know, the coach of Barcelona, Frank Rijkaard, has appealed to this Catalan fanatical crowd to lift his team. The 2-0 down going in. Remember, this Zaragoza side spanked 4 past them just last week, so clawing themselves back from 2-0 down is tough for any team in the world. Barcelona have got the guns to be able to do it. It'll be an intriguing, compelling game, and all the superstars of world football are out here tonight. The king himself. Still looks fit.
Yes, he does. Get him a jersey. Leo Messi is in the starting lineup for Barcelona. And in fact, let's take a look at the starting 11 for Barca. Jorquera, Puyol, Rafa Marquez, Olguera, Silvinho, Edmilson, Deco, Iniesta, Juli, Messi, and Ronaldinho for Frank Rijkaard. A couple of guys back in the starting lineup that weren't there for Barca. Puyol and Deco in the first leg for the visitors of Zaragoza. Cesar, Alvaro, Gabriel Milito, Poncio, Toledo, Saladas, Zapatero, Oscar, Cari, Everton, Diego Milito for Victor Munoz.
You can see the intention, the anxiety and the confidence all mixed in with these teams. This is a super strong team that Rijkaard is fielding. Very potent attack. Puyol and Deco coming back, obviously, to galvanise and encourage this team to get the goals required. Belletti and Van Bommel go out the other way.
Of course, the one big piece of the puzzle Barcelona is still having to do without Samuel Eto'o.
Yes.
Who's representing Cameroon in the African Cup of Nations and doing very well, in fact. Cameroon through into the quarterfinals, and Eto'o leading the way. As a result, to compensate for the loss of Eto'o, it was Larsson in the starting lineup in the first leg of this quarterfinal series against Zaragoza, but Larsson now on the bench. They're going with Juli and Messi ahead of Ronaldinho.
Yep, all the fast boys out there, all the jackrabbit type players. Tremendous pace and skill up front for Barcelona tonight, despite the lack of big Eto'o. This should be an absolute humdinger.
Underway from Camp Nou.
And you know that the longer this game goes on, that anxiety is going to be creeping into the crowd. Barcelona would love an early goal. And remember, this Zaragoza team is just stacked with pacey players up front that really burned Barcelona in the first leg. And that's not just a case of Barcelona requiring the goals, Kelly. They've got to keep that back door shut against these teams.
Zaragoza scored 3 of their 4 goals in a 5-minute stretch in the first half.
Yeah. Meltdown.
An absolute meltdown. Outclassed Barca throughout much of that match. Barcelona made it 3-2, and then a late penalty by Zaragoza. The final scoreline 4-2, and what a difference that late penalty could make.
You know what I remember from that first leg as well is right up until Zaragoza took the lead, how comfortable Barcelona looked, how completely in control and threatening they were. And then the first one went in, and that just signified the opening of the floodgates, and they got hit, as you say, 3 goals in 5 minutes, a torrent that just had Barcelona punch drunk on the ropes.
Second minute, and Barcelona threatening to crawl out of their own half of the pitch for the first time this match. Zaragoza pulling back inside their own half of the field. Barca to explore options up the far flank. Changing direction, come up through the middle, eyeing Ronaldinho. Couldn't slide it through the alley. Zaragoza deadly on the counter-attack. This is Diego Milito on the move. Against a double team, pulls it back, looks for help.
And also remember that it wasn't too long ago that this fixture in the domestic league standings was a very tight game. 2-2 that ended up, so Zaragoza weren't afraid of Barcelona in that particular ding-dong battle, and were actually robbed towards the end of the game by a very controversial penalty.
This is Everton, puts the moves on just outside of the area, foiled by Marquez. The 3 goals for Zaragoza, each one a carbon copy of the one before it. They were able to get the ball over the defense of Barcelona. It looked like Barca just out of their element, trying to pull the offside trap, and just weren't able to do it successfully.
Well, this man on the ball, Puyol, was a big miss in that game, and he is a big cork in the bottle back there for the Catalan team. Welcome their captain back.
Great speed along the far touchline. Defenders being spun around in each direction. Well done by Julie.
It's a wonderful look at the master tactician for Zaragoza, Victor Munoz. He's probably going to be playing with those 3 across the middle. As you see that back 4 line of Zaragoza, he'll be drawing 3 players right across them to keep Barcelona really battened down, make it very difficult to break this team down. And they'll go, Zaragoza will probably just leave Melito up front with Everton and Oscar Gonzalez floating in behind, as you see right there. Dropping deep, saying we've got the lead, come and break us down.
And in part, that's the luxury that the 2-goal advantage provides. 1 goal won't be enough for Barcelona. An ugly-looking ball, easily picked off by Cati. Slipping it down the far flank. Diego Melito.
Good play.
Cuts it back. Melito can send it in with the left. Wanted to carve it back at extra time. It will be a corner kick for Zaragoza.
The Argentinian there, right on the verge of his national team. Looking to get his name into the World Cup hat. Very dangerous player. Strong physique. Good pace. And the player just linking up there with him, Cani, was the engineer of a couple of the goals for Zaragoza last week. And there's the speedster Everton.
Julio marking.
Oh.
Slips trying to get started, and that'll bring the fans at Camp Nou to their feet. Sent towards the edge of the 6, headed free of the danger zone. Flipped up down the touchline to the corner, 1v1. Knocked out of bounds, throw in favor of Zaragoza. Frank Rijkaard sticking with Jorquera, the keeper that has been between the pipes in areas for Barcelona throughout the Copa del Rey. And after giving up 4 goals, there was some speculation Rijkaard might want to go to Victor Valdez. Didn't do it. Puts his head up and realized he dribbled right into Saladas.
There was another school of thought, Kelly, that everybody was thinking that Frank Rijkaard might stick with the team that he went with against Mallorca there at the weekend, leaving Messi on the bench and bringing him off for 2 good goals. But he's went right from the get-go with his strongest possible attacking team. And it bounced back well, Barcelona, of course, from that defeat against Zaragoza, with a really emphatic 3-0 win at Mallorca.
And an explosive 20 minutes for Messi. You mentioned the 2 fabulous goals and the miss as well.
Yeah.
And here they come. Shot from outside the area, smothered by Cesar. Messi pulling the trigger.
situations like this, that big physical presence of Eto'o is so noticeable. And Eto'o, the type of player that will always drop back off of that forward line to mix in with Ronaldinho and swap positions there. There's no question Eto'o is a miss. Barcelona have played well without him, we all know. But there's no question the big dagger man up front is a big miss.
Set in towards the penalty spot, looking for Ronaldinho.
Nice.
Zaragoza easily work it out of their own half of the pitch. This is Kani stepping on the ball, weighing his options, touching it up the line. Once more, Diego Milito. Inside the area, deflected right at Joquera. Ronaldinho. Ooh. Ronaldinho slots it through.
And
Messi's on the move.
Got a big.
Leo Messi! No, he missed it by inches. By less than the width of the soccer ball, Messi was off the radar.
Beautifully set up by that man there, Ronaldinho. Great pace, great control, great vision. Sets the table for the Argentine. And as you said, just a whisker away. It's a beautiful lead ball. It's a perfectly timed run. Messi's got the goalkeeper, comes out, does well to narrow the angle there. Cesar does very well. He's off his line. He hasn't got much to shoot at. He's got to go for that far post. Here they come again.
A little nudge from behind, setting up a free kick for Barcelona.
Similar situation last week when Messi was in on that far post and he actually chipped the goalkeeper. Oh, we might have seen an instant replay of that.
Ronaldinho was the one that provided the ball in that instance as well.
Yeah. And this is a huge game for Barcelona, and usually Ronaldinho saves his very, very best for the very big games. Surely this is out of even his range.
Marquez behind the ball as well. Past the wall, Cesar parries it wide, but sets up a corner kick for Barcelona.
Cesar, yep, slapping his head there with anger. Terrible mistake. It's not such a dramatically hit ball. Cesar just grows thumbs.
Cesar fists it beyond the box. Deco angling off over the top. Cesar holds his run. Marquez can't get ahead on it. Messi slips it through. A little bit too much pace for Messi.
Stubborn defending by Alvaro and Gabi Milito in the centre of that Zaragoza defence are going to be getting asked questions of them all night. Is he off? I think he's on when the ball's played. He wants this crowd into him. He wants to hear that roar like at the bull arena, the bullfights. That's what he wants.
Twists out of bounds, throw in Barcelona. It'll be important for Zaragoza throughout the match not to give Barcelona second, third, and fourth opportunities when they're attacking. One shot and done. Unlike Cesar's mistake setting up a corner kick, efficiency will be the key for Zaragoza along the back line.
Sure.
Good heel pass by Ronaldinho. Also switching the pitch to the near side.
There are a lot of intriguing facts and figures lined up in this game, Kelly. As you said before, Barcelona scored at least 2 goals every game in every competition this year. They've never been held to less than 2 goals in any competitive game here at Camp Nou. And there's only 2 teams that have scored 2 goals against them at home. And guess who one of them is?
Zaragoza in a very competitive match in October of last year, a match they probably should have won.
Yep.
2-2 the final score. Barca needing a late goal by Eto'o in the 89th minute just to rescue a point here at home.
You could arguably say this is a great dress rehearsal for the Chelsea second leg as well. Good attack.
Slipping to the corner. Nothing comes from this cross.
Barcelona play Chelsea on the 22nd at Stamford Bridge. Depending how they come away from that, they could be facing a similar task in the second leg. Perhaps not. Perhaps they'll come back 2-0 up. But they're going to be facing a very fizzy, fast team in Chelsea. And this is a great rehearsal. Because they're facing that same sort of pace. And they need 2 goals. Some great challenges ahead of them here in these next 80 minutes. Oh, that's a harsh call.
Puyol penalised. Again, he missed the first leg of this series.
Don't see anything there, Kelly. Puyol reaching in, gets a good piece of the ball. Just his hip check.
Not off.
Definitely not off. Who'd be a referee's assistant, though? You know,
you're criticised for making mistakes, or they're going to throw things at you.
Yeah, split second there, very, very close.
Of course, there was a linesman that was injured in the return leg of the Valencia Deportivo La Coruña quarterfinal tie here in the King's Cup last week.
Yeah.
That match is level 1-1 on the aggregate. Still no decision on whether or not they'll finish the final 46 minutes of the tie or just award the series to Deportivo.
I think they're going to play that game behind closed doors, if I'm not mistaken, Kelly.
Now it may go to a judge.
Right. And that's the intention, but as you say, there's all sorts of challenges to that. So very unfortunate, all because of some moron throwing something down onto the field against the official. I hope they got the guy.
Yeah.
Throw him to the bulls.
Zaragoza across the center stripe. Back line of Barca at home in a hurry.
Look out.
Tremendous.
Good play by Cani.
To the back post. Headed free of the zone. Well played. Handed off for Julie. Squares for Deco.
You see how well they're drawn up across the back, though, Zaragoza, but Barcelona.
Oh, Deco comes up limp.
Yeah, wonderful shot there high up from our cameras, though. You see that back four of Zaragoza being drawn up very tight. Nowhere to go for Barca. I think it's going to really take that keyhole type pass to find the way through this Barcelona defence. Not just that back four, but those 3 policemen patrolling it.
Rafa Marquez behind the ball, intently measuring up the angle.
Got to be a disguise, got to be a cross to that, in that area between the goalkeeper and the defence, surely. No.
Marquez takes it through the wall, but in position with Cesar.
Very dodgy selection there for me by Marquez. Never going to trouble Cesar, but he spilled the last one, trying to rattle his cage a little bit, get him on his nerves.
And that could have been the motivation to put that back on target as well.
Yeah.
Creative. Deco appears to be okay after holding his ankle just a minute ago.
Zapata there, getting challenged by Messi. Zapata, Celades and Generalo will be patrolling that area in front of Zaragoza's defence. That's a crucial tactical move, these 3 guys here. We've got to really keep all of the windows and doors shut if they get out of here with the progress to the semi-finals.
Winner of this series advances to face Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Gotti makes the move to the quarter. Now the ball comes through. Gotti's pass off target, intercepted.
Beautiful.
Lifted up, great skill.
That's beautiful in its own way as well. Great defending, good poise, confidence.
Floated in the other direction, 1v1. Unlucky the way it went off of Diego Milito. Against the double team, Ronaldinho finding help. Deco, ambitious switch. Diagonal ball. Received by Julie.
Here he goes.
Zaragoza on the move. It's Everton. Tries to get by Rafa Marquez.
Good defending by
Mexican
Marquez.
doing just enough to complicate things for Everton. Popped up inside. And imagine the flag is in the air. It was.
Still beautiful creative play there by Zaragoza.
They win it right back. It's empty to Chip Jaquero.
Cheeky as well. Audacity of Oscar. Worth a chip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly saw the keeper off his line. Just gets dispossessed here, and then I'm going for gold. It's a little too heavy with it. Beautiful skill there by Ed Nielsen. Van Basten there, interesting observer. Dutch national coach, of course. A lot of people thinking that his Oranje team is going to go deep in the World Cup finals. The way they've performed under him has certainly rejuvenated a Dutch side that is looking to have all of the tools in their toolbox to go deep in the World Cup.
Pass is on the money. Gio can't quite squeeze off the cross, but it sets up a corner for Barca. He'll take it short. Messi opens up. Ronaldinho back post, unmarked, headed down, saved on the line. Still loose. Marquez, second bite. Ronaldinho can't catch up. Golden opportunity for Rafa Marquez to head it home. Unable to break through in the 20th.
He's having a wry little smack to himself. He doesn't know how the hell this one doesn't go in. Great ball into the danger area by who else? Ronaldinho Marquez, a good downward header. Tremendous leaping save by Gabi Milito. He's actually gone up to head it off the lane, but the ball's hit the crossbar. All sprung from that tremendously delivered ball by Ronaldinho into the mouth and the heart of Zaragoza's defence. Goalkeeper didn't come out for it, and all the alarm bells were going. Here they come again.
Ronaldinho, they can't get him off of the ball. He's able to slip it inside the arc. Player down, free kick Barca.
I think it was Messi, wasn't it, driving in? Crying for yellow cards. Yep, I think it was Messi, just bounced up. Good drive and run, typical of the little Argentinian Humvee. There's that lovely little give and go, you see. Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought it was
Iniesta.
Messi, but it's Iniesta. Barreling through the heart of Zaragoza's defence. Plenty of obstacles in front of him. Good run by Iniesta.
The last two free kicks just a little bit perhaps out of Ronaldinho's zone. This one perfect distance for the Brazilian maestro. Ronaldinho, three steps behind the ball.
Certainly more to his liking. This is tailor-made for this genius. See if he's got genius in his feet. Right here.
He's computing the angle in his head. Here he comes, Ronaldinho! Just off frame.
Look at the pained expression. Agonizingly close by Ronaldinho. Wonderful technique. Get it over the defence, over the wall, dipping down. This will be a great look at it. You see the whip, and there's the dip. Millimetres away. A breath away from that post. Had the goalkeeper, Cesar, beaten all ends up. cooking now.
3 chances now that Barcelona has missed, literally by a matter of inches, of course. In the early going, it was Messi's ball that missed off the back post, and the Rafa Marquez header that was saved on the line, and most recently the Ronaldinho free kick, also off target by millimeters. This is Messi. Wanted Nielsen way off.
Well, he escaped a couple of very close shaves there, Zaragoza, and that happens. You've got the luck of the Lord on your side, because they were very, very lucky there, Zaragoza, and have been on several occasions. When your luck's in, sometimes it's better be lucky than good.
Julie comes to the outside, inside and back out. Julie spinning his marker, but can't find any help at the edge of the area.
Nice play again by the Whites. Oh, nice football. Melito.
Gatsi turned to the middle, very effective.
A heartening performance so far for the Barcelona fans that are watching. Your team's knocking on the door.
Oh, slipped through. Jorgato outside of the box.
And he was on.
Yep.
See Barcelona again, they're getting caught terribly flat. You know that certain Jose Mourinho has certainly taken all sorts of notes looking at this game.
Yeah. He's also facing a replay in their domestic cup. Chelsea. It's through.
Got options.
To the end line. Backside of the box. Ronaldinho is up for it. And he punches the fist in frustration.
Again, all the anguish showing on the Brazilian. Good fizzy play out wide by Juli. There's a lovely flighted ball to the Brazilian as well. That's a fabulous ball. Across the face of the goal. Ronaldinho gets up like a young salmon out of a fresh stream and hammers the ground. He showed that he should have definitely been doing better than that. Tenkata sees it coming and sees it going, giving the coaches headaches and heart palpitations. And you cannot say that about Ronaldinho too much, but he should have done way better there.
Messi trying to feed Ronaldinho. Well defended by Zaragoza, backed up by Barca. For Ronaldinho.
Well defended.
Again, he succumbs to the pressure from behind.
There's the pace. It's a ball, he's in!
Backstage, oh, the flag was up.
Wow.
Perhaps unjust. We'll need a replay to confirm, but I thought he was in too.
That guy again, canny. Fabulous. Dagger ball.
Messi puts the attack on pause, waiting for reinforcements. Now options both ways.
Splitting Barcelona open like a fresh fish there. Wow, that was close and tight.
Oh. Flags up far side. Clearly a foul, and in fact, as Messi pops back up, we'll have the first yellow card of the contest.
Yeah, Gabi. Yep, Gabi Molito there. Taking no prisoners. Messi driving on, bullying the defender, turns a corner. Gabi Milito says, I'll take here, let's have a look. Oh, I'm not sure, Kelly. Look, when this ball's played, look at the lane, that's onside. Scandalous decision. Oh, perfectly timed run. Totally on.
Two in the wall, perhaps one too few. Ball offset to the far side. Ronaldinho barking out commands. It's left for Ronaldinho. Drives it through to the back post. He had two players inside the six waiting for it.
Expect the unexpected when this man's on the ball. Absolute daisy cutter. Fired across the face of the goal here, right across the grass. Look at this. Ooh, foot off it. Ed Nielsen lunging in. That was a rehearsed move. Unlucky, Barca.
And Iniesta came up with it. Figure eight.
Nope.
Ball trickling to the far touchline and out of bounds.
He'll be happy so far, just like I drew it up. He can't really be asking a whole hell of a lot more out of his team either, Frank Rijkaard. They've been brave enough to take this game to Zaragoza, of course, and press the issue. But like we said right at the get-go, this is a stubborn little team, well marshalled defensively, and they have got the greyhounds up front. It's a dangerous combination.
Only one loss in their last 8 league games for Zaragoza.
This guy's a tremendous player, this Argentine.
Melito.
Beautiful. Great skill. Magic.
1v1 with Legare, beats
it. Fabulous!
Pulled it to the spot. Redirected on target. Save by Jokero. It's the save of the match.
Seeing the praises of Diego Melito, there's a great look at him. Fabulous talent. Turning the defender inside and out, leaving him with twisted blood. It's a great ball across the face of goal. A tremendous spank. I think it was Cani, gets it right on target. Fabulous save by Joquera. Absolutely keeping his team in this tie. That would have been a catastrophe for Barcelona.
Corner whipped inside. Ronaldinho helping to free the ball from the penalty zone, redirected into orbit. Joquera justifying his coach's confidence to keep him in the starting lineup when Valdez, of course, is the option on the bench.
He just got out of jail. What a beautiful bit of skill down that left side by the Argentine.
Aired out to the far side. Julie's pass redirected right at Cesar. Half an hour mark of the contest, 0-0 the score from Camp Nou. Still 4-2 in favor of Zaragoza on the global scoreboard. Marquez drives the ball near side. Gio. Oh. Terrific. And Iniesta for Ronaldinho.
Nice. Pretty again. Quality football, this. And again.
Barca well done to get out of trouble along the near flank. Pitch opens up to the far side. Methodically across midfield with Julie and now Ronaldinho. No look pass back for Julie. Messi controls. Here comes Messi by one. Heavy touch. Cani knocks it away from Messi. The 1-2. Two options inside the area waiting for the cross. Pops back up.
Needed to be delivered there by Oleguer earlier, deeper into the box.
Messi.
Oh. Zaragoza just do not want to clear the lines with the old kick up the field. They're trying to play out of the back. Good football. This isn't just a kick and rush team at all. They play out of the back. Very systematic in their approach. I cannot believe they're so far down in La Liga, Kelly. Yeah. 10th position, are they?
10th position. They got off to a slow start, but certainly they have been charging as of late.
This guy's done a marvellous job with them, of late especially, as you say. I mean, that draw at the weekend against Valencia second top.
Yeah.
And Zaragoza rested 4 or 5 of their key players. Oh, he's
bending ball inside, headed down once more. Jacquera is up to the challenge.
Absolutely heart-stopping save by Jacquera there. Ewathon had the goal at his mercy. Don't be crying, don't be laughing, be crying. He'll have a long, sleepless night tonight. Tremendous crossfield ball, finding Ewathon. God, he's got to bury that one. And again, Barcelona, saved by world-class goalkeeping. Nothing less than a world-class reaction by Jacquera.
On the other side, it was a world-class cross for Zaragoza.
Sure it was, well said.
Bit of a knock, free kick for Barca. Deco chopped down from behind. And Deco stands on the ball. Reggio and back to Deco.
Heart-stopping stuff for the fans of Barcelona watching around the world and in these anxious-filled stands here. And their team has been up.
Ronaldinho was finally given a little space, delivered the pass on the money. The attack was snuffed out, but once more Barca on the move. Messi, he's dispossessed.
The method in which Zaragoza is defending this team is so impressive. Here's that great crossfield ball, finding Ewathon. Oh, horrendous finish. Anywhere but that area, either side of the goalkeeper, and he's got him beat all ends up.
Ronaldinho returns the favor to the edge of the area. Zaragoza slams the door shut. Here's Ronaldinho, magic on the ball, releases Messi to the end line. First time ball, back post. Well defended by Zaragoza.
Yep, where's Larson when you need him? On the bench.
On the bench.
Oh,
through the circle.
Unlucky.
Cuartos drifts away outside of his area to make the play.
And we were having debates in the Goal TV studio before this game kicked off of what type of move was that to leave Big Larson out of a game like this. I thought it was a bad exclusion personally, knowing that the way Zaragoza were going to draw their lines, to have that big presence to worry Zaragoza with the outlet ball. They've got all the speedsters who went with the pace rather than the physical presence.
Ball over the top.
Oh, well
curls
played.
it back, great marking, touches it free. Ball dances out of bounds, throw in for Barca. Fancy. At speed to the edge of the area, looking for contact, asking for the foul. And they got it. Alvaro is booked.
And again, Iniesta, good skill, dancing around Alvaro. No question of a foul. Zaragoza really, I wouldn't say they're rotating their fouls, but they know they're going to be asked all sorts of questions by Barcelona, streaking attackers and midfielders. And they've really just got to take one for the team sometimes, because there's no answer to that. Iniesta's not brought down, he's the wolf in the hen house, and he would be through. This is another that is absolutely tailor-made for the magician.
Ronaldinho. This time the wall gets up for it.
They want him back further.
Ronaldinho pleading for the 10 yards.
Referee saying you shouldn't have taken it if you wanted them further back. He's got a point.
Oh, what a touch by Deco for Messi. Back for Deco. Ronaldinho opening up to the middle.
Magic.
Deco once more.
Good ball.
Sends it inside.
Nearly.
Shasta down for Ronaldinho. Waits for it. Dispossessed. Zaragoza, every time they come out of the back, a hurry here. Oh. And a booking.
I tell you what, I think Zaragoza would have preferred the advantage, Kelly. Because that switch was on once they got this ball out to the right side. Referee quick with his whistle there.
Ronaldinho shocked that that was grounds for a yellow card.
Referee Rodriguez.
Red.
Wow. And that's why the reaction was so volatile by Barcelona. Red card in disbelief. And we are too. We could not see anything in that warranted anything close to a red card, if that is exactly what he's pulled out.
Wow.
Surely not. Let's have a look at this. He's too late with his tackle. The referee's right on top of this. Referee saying that he went over the ball and intentionally tried to maim. Look, the referee, can it be any closer? Maybe he's too close. As he's reached in, the ball's flicked away. The referee determines, yep, that was a cynical challenge by the Brazilian, who he doesn't know how to foul Ronaldinho.
Right.
He's never been taught anything like that. The least malicious player in the world. He's crying, and he's got a point. Sometimes you play on bad reputations. This guy is a choir boy. Would never do anything intentional to hurt a footballer. There's no question it was a little late. Cleats showing, but he's in tears.
And if you take intent out of the picture, because I agree, Ronaldinho is not that kind of player. If you take intent out of the picture and just take the foul at face value, in any way can you say it merits a red card?
Absolutely
not. No, not at all.
That is unbelievable. You know, I swear there's been some of the situations over the last few months, and I don't mind saying this, when I've been watching Spanish football, and we all love La Liga, but the referees, there's some decisions that are made that are just dumbfounding. And we've been robbed of the world's greatest player here tonight. For what?
And the reason that Ronaldinho is so devastated, he loves playing soccer. He loves to compete. A chance to try and bring his team, his fans, back from this 4-2 deficit is what he lives for. And now the fact that he can't do that?
Sure, the stage has been taken away. But, you know, going back to the foul as well, Kelly, that it seemed to be... Oh, he's in.
They can put it away here. Contact in the box.
Again, perfect placement by the ref. Getting booed at every opportunity now by the Barca faithful. But even going back to the foul, Ronaldinho didn't even leave his feet. He wasn't lunging. It was just a late tackle with the cleats showing. It happens in every Sunday League game, in every Premier League game, in Serie A.
And when it's a late tackle and the cleats are showing, you nail him on the knee or in the ankle maybe, but he clipped him on the foot a little bit.
Here it is again. I'm sorry, this is... It maybe has a little naughtiness in it, but that's all. That's at its worst. Possible, you know, yellow card, good lecturing, finger wagging, but not a red.
So consider the ramifications on this tie. Barcelona still needs 2 goals to advance through to the semis. Could they get one here? Yeah, they got it back. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, Leo Messi.
Fabulous response for Barcelona. And who else but Messi? And I tell you what, this was not an easy header. Right before half-time, a perfect time to score a goal in situations like this. Messi rose powerfully, headed the ball down into the ground through the... It's a great ball by Julie. Look at this, he rises up. It's a clinical header. Tremendous lead pass by Deco. Great cutfield bag. Magic header. Jackknifes up. Power, accuracy, deadly. Julie sets the table. Messi cleans up.
Zaragoza the other way, trying to pull the goal right back. Pulled back outside of the area. May have caught a deflection. The ball buzzes wide of the target. What a match we have. Just when you thought the red card could suck the life out of Barcelona and secure passage to the next round for Zaragoza, Messi pulls Barca within a goal.
Well, Joquera again doing everything he can to keep his team in this wonderful, wonderful cup tie here in Barcelona. Tremendous effort by Cani. Beautifully set up. Great counter-attack. Thrilling stuff.
44th minute, in swinger to the 6th there, allowed the ball to bounce. It came heavy off the pitch, otherwise a player unmarked in the 6th.
Diego Milito there, not able to stretch his neck. This is that lovely ball by Deco, pure genius. This is a magical cross by Julie. Emphatic header, happy dagger, happy coach. Sees the lifeline now. Down 10 men. We said incredible drama awaits us here on Goal TV, and we have got it in abundance. I think Shakespeare's on the other channel if anybody wants to change over, but you'll not find greater drama in Macbeth than this.
Messi trying to muscle his way through, dispossessed.
Oh, it's lovely football again, Zaragoza.
Fantastic. Swung inside the area. Handled by the back line of Barca.
High-octane football, both sides. And the table is set now for tremendous climax in the second half. Intoxicating stuff.
Gio. Barca switching the pitch. They'll try their luck up the far flank for Marquez. Back to the near side.
I'm on the edge of saying you feel a little sorry for Zaragoza, but on a pure footballing sense, yes, you could say so, but the way Barcelona lost their inspirational leader, you cannot feel sorry for them, and justice seems to have been served.
And a stoppage time.
Funny game, eh?
Yeah.
Funny game. And Zaragoza had threats all first half long. The far better chances in on goal. Barcelona have their genius playmaker sent off, and then what do? They take the lead.
Quick restart. Through to the near side was the intention.
Corner.
Ricochets into safety. Corner, Barcelona. 2 minutes to be added on. The first is nearly expired.
Yep, you can smell the half-time whistle coming now. Some defending to be done though before Zaragoza get in there and take their well-earned rest.
Shallow kick. Knotted outside of the area. 60 seconds to play in the opening half. Iniesta carving his way through defenders. Back for Cesar.
Oh, that could have been a penalty. Gabi Milito coming all the way through. Before he played the ball.
Cuartos.
Looked like Marquez just got wiped out there.
Final 15 seconds of the half. Messi keeps it between the lines. Gio. And that is the final whistle of the first half, and what a first half it has been. Barcelona enters the match down 2 goals in the tie. They get 1 goal back, but they lose their star player, Ronaldinho. We'll take a break. Highlights of the first half are on the other side. Stay with us.
He just, you know, he barely knows how to tackle, rather, let alone foul. It's just very, very impulsive by the referee there, I thought. And, extremely harsh, as we've said. But it's over now.
So we're back underway now in the second half. Barca attacking from left to right here in the second set. Kelly O'Donnell with you alongside Ray Hudson. Leo Messi was able to pull one back for Barcelona in the 43rd minute. Of course, Barca will try and go through the Argentine teenagers. He sprints to the end line but can't catch up to this one. As long as you leave, you look at their offensive weapons, what it's going to take for Barcelona to get the other goal that's necessary to put them through. Now consider, right now Zaragoza leads 4-3 on the aggregate. Another goal by Barcelona will tie the series 4-4. Barcelona would go through to the semifinals on away goals, scoring twice in the first leg at Zaragoza. If Zaragoza should score, that will require Barca to score twice in order to advance through the semifinals and secure a date with Real Madrid in the next round.
Clever defending there by Puyol. There you see the change. It's been implemented for Barcelona. But how much are Zaragoza ruining those incredible chances in the first half from Diego Milito, and especially that header by Everton. And again, you've got to take your hat off, all you critics out there that were screaming at Joquera in the first leg. He has absolutely saved Barcelona tonight. Kept them in the game when it was 0-0 with superlative saves.
Fans not happy, but then again, any time Rodriguez Santiago blows his whistle at this point, the Barca faithful are going to let him hear it.
Nice.
Takeaway. Zaragoza finding freedom on the far flank. Punched ahead. Sprint to the corner. And it off. Hit first time. Bending right at Joquera.
And the few times Canny hasn't been able to find a white shirt, he's usually automatic. He's the orchestrator of this team.
Gio was down holding his knee. Course of boos raining down on Santiago. Fans wanting to know what the difference was between that challenge that set up Ronaldinho and this one.
That's a great point, Kelly. That is just defies belief. Toledo there, just reaching in high, late. Not a red card, not even a yellow card. He's seen it all before, of course. Tackles like these tonight have been outlawed from the times that the great Pelé played. He remembers when the defenders carried chopping axes in the back pockets and he was still able to ride out of most of them. That is amazing. How that hasn't been sanctioned with at least a yellow card in face of what happened to Ronaldinho.
Fifth minute, second half. Long ball by Zaragoza. Headed back. Joquera able to scoop it up. Rolls in near side. Gio. at Nielsen. Remember, it was a stoppage time penalty kick that gives Zaragoza the current cushion. They were leading 3-2 in the first leg. They were able to convert on a penalty in stoppage time of the second half to make it a 4-2 final in the opening leg. Take away that penalty kick, and it's Barcelona that's currently through.
Crowd doing their bit now, responding to Frank Rijkaard's request to raise the roof here at the new camp. They're in full blood trying to get behind the team. Very patient. Bags and bags of time left.
Wheel sends it across the center stripe. Barca patiently pushing ahead, cracking through inside their attacking third. Now they put the moves on. Hands up. Outside the area, Messi, quick touches. Messi squirts through inside the area. Sends the ball deep inside the box. Innocent shot, easy for Cesar.
Squirty little run there, set up by Juli. For Messi, never going to worry Cesar again. Seems to me that Zaragoza perfectly comfortable in letting the Barcelona have the ball out wide.
And now Santiago digs into his pocket to issue Ponzio with the yellow card.
Roadblock here. Ponzio gets away from his first defender, and Ponzio just, as I said, human roadblock. Bang. Linebacker stuff. I think Messi rolled 6 times there, though.
Unofficial stat.
Over the top.
Controlled. I like that.
Good ball.
Slip through. And he has to shot back post, and it chips the paint. And he has to put a dent in the upright. Added to the list of almost for Barcelona in this game.
It hits Cesar, beat. Great strike. Iniesta lifts off the ball, pummels it.
Just a few minutes ago. On the attack again. Changes pace. Vicious challenge, setting up a free one for Barca just outside the box.
Ponzio again.
Oh.
Threatening the goal of Zaragoza. This referee, he's all over the shop in terms of being consistent. Deco driving in. It's from behind. Reaches through the player to get the ball. Deco's in on goal here, you see. Reaches in, he's taken Deco completely from behind. No yellow card, nothing. Yeah, he should laugh, Deco, because
he had a yellow card.
At a bit of a...
He would have been set off.
Sure. That's a bit of a joke, excuse me. We know they've all got a hard job, referees, but this has been badly man-managed, this game. There's no consistency in the referee's play calling.
They don't have Ronaldinho from here. Played inside the mixer. Knocked right back at Deco.
Again, coming back to that, put too fine a point on it, but that is incredulous. The last 2 decisions that Zaragoza has been let off the hook with. That was as cynical as you can see. And nothing done.
Rolled inside, oh, magnificent touch. Popped up back post. A chance for the defenders to regroup. Half volley. Comes off the laces and into the stands.
Great card. saying we've got plenty of time, let's not get too carried away, keep calm, play your football. He's got that all-important first goal. And he knows the second one will come if they keep playing that connective, penetrating football and keep that guy shut down. Diego Milito.
And remember the stat that we opened the broadcast with. Barcelona has scored at least 2 goals in every home game in all competitions this year. Even though they're down a man, you have a feeling there's still a great chance they can pull one back. Zaragoza certainly should feel comfortable with the 1-goal advantage on the aggregate. Coming out. Yeah. Poor giveaway.
Made by Puyol.
Ball lifted near side. Missed the intention. It skips out of bounds.
Trying to get instructions to Julie. Wants him to come down that right side here.
Poor ball by Deco.
Oh, it's a bit naughty. Yep. Raised elbow in the face of Canny by Deco. He apologises. He's probably happy he didn't get a yellow card.
Yeah, you're right.
Ball by Oscar, chasing it down selflessly. Great athleticism to catch up with it. Ewathon. Looks like he's barely broke a sweat.
Second chance.
Canny. Oh, lovely.
Oh, splits through
unlucky.
a couple. Left the ball behind. Pulled down from behind. Free kick for Barcelona.
Another good performer for my money. Barcelona shirts in Iniesta.
Messi asking for it near side. They couldn't locate him. 50-50 ball divided, won by Barcelona. Hour mark of the match, 1-0 Barcelona, still 4-3 Zaragoza on the aggregate. Wind up, pulls the trigger, a rocket right at Cesar, he handles it. Barcelona fighting on 3 fronts. Of course, the runaway leaders in La Liga in the round of 16 in the Champions League. They'll face off with Chelsea. And in the Copa del Rey, 30 minutes left to pull a goal back and keep their Kings Cup chances alive. What a ball! Hit first time over the keeper, but over the box as well. Right over the cage, and he can't believe he missed from there.
Oh, incredible. Diego Milito giving poor Victor Munoz a heart attack. Pathetic finishing there in front of goal. What a ball fed to him. Beautiful laser pass to set Diego Milito up for an absolute killer goal.
Slotted through again, pretty well weighted. Puyol desperately trying to track back.
Such a good footballer. He's not such a good finisher though, poor guy.
Oscar switches the pitch.
What a chance.
Shot on target, handled by Choquero.
supply of passes from Zaragoza's midfield to the two forward men all night long, being 24-carat service.
Silvinha into the middle. Silvinha steps in.
Nothing hopeful about them. It's all been good, positive, direct intent by Zaragoza. You could be put to the sword here for missing these so many chances.
Messi back for Deco. Deco.
No.
Messi outside the area. There's Messi. They can't knock the ball free. Now he's dispossessed deep into the heart of the box.
Well-timed tackle. Alvaro on Messi, locking him up. It's like a squirrel on a telephone wire, Messi, when he gets going. Great control, tremendous pace, beautiful balance. Takes a brave defender like Alvaro to step in there and plant his body and his feet when he's so deep into the box, and he did it.
Everything. Nice. Squares the ball. 3 Barca players go in, a 4th. And they're able to win it back.
Advantage.
Casually, they walk it across midfield. Slip through for Messi. Messi goes down.
Can't say it's been a dirty game, but man, has it been combative. Sitter. Feast your eyes on that shockingness by a wonderful footballer.
Messi receives just outside the area.
Back post.
Deco. Now he sees it. Releases to the end line. Can't keep it on the pitch.
Yep, he knows it should have been played a little earlier. There's the big gun up front. Henrik Larsson. Big vulture coming in. Great point man. Been productive of late as well. Got a smell for the goal, like a real goal scorer. Always wants more. Lives for that high.
Credit Rijkaard for bringing him in now and not waiting any longer. Give him 25 minutes on the pitch to try and produce.
I don't know who's going to pull. Iniesta's had some great runs. Can it possibly be thinking about Deco or Messi? Surely. Juli.
Freedom for Zaragoza in the middle. Hand it off near side. Everything waiting near the penalty side. Oh, golazo! Goal! Zaragoza!
Millimetre perfect. That's an Olga Corbett. 10 out of 10. Goal. Asso. Absolutely lovely, jubbly goal by Oscar. Curls it. He's done wonderfully. Brilliant first touch. Freezes the defender and he goes for the goal. It's right on that postage stamp. Curls it. That's an absolutely genius goal. Sent with all the touch and poise and accuracy. Deadly killer goal. Wow.
A perfect 10, right? You couldn't have said it any better, and it could be the goal that clinches it for Zaragoza. Barcelona will now be forced to pull 2 back in the final 24 minutes or so. Larsson onto the pitch. Lee has been sacrificed.
My apologies to Nadia Comaneci. It wasn't Olga Corbett, was it? It was Comaneci that got that first perfect 10. But that is as perfect 10 out of 10 strike that you will ever see as long as you are living. What an absolute spectacular goal. Love that skill. Well defended. Indefensible goal. Who do you fault? Can you blame the goalkeeper? Can you blame the defender? I think not. One of those goals, Kelly, you just got to tip your hat off to Oscar. This guy has performed wonders for his team tonight. There was no answer to that. Well, it's going to be an interesting final furlong here.
Messi dribbles away from resistance. Through for Zacco. Halfway through the second half. It's now 5-3 Zaragoza on the aggregate.
Look at him, look at him. Oh, I could watch that till the cows come home. Fabulous.
The look on the face of Giorgetto explains it all. He knows there's nothing he could have done.
Could Gio have been a little tighter, a little closer in, do you think? He couldn't have sensed that amount of danger when the ball came to Oscar, and he made them pay for it.
Toledo on the pitch for Zaragoza. Zaragoza, just a team you don't want to face in this competition.
10th in the league.
10th in the league, but they've won 2
sense.
Kings Cup titles in the last 5 years, 2001, 2004. One of the hottest teams in Spain.
Absolutely. Delight to watch. The tie was tailor-made for Zaragoza, of course. In hindsight, it's not a long way from over yet, but they had all the tools to hurt Barcelona. And once they lost the inspiration, it seems that Barcelona lost it, obviously, a huge wheel. Let's see if we've got one for the history books here. This could be a classic will be a classic if Barcelona can find 2 goals out of this.
Larson getting stuck into the match. Couldn't quite slip it down the alley. And Barcelona had to figure if Zaragoza was going to beat them, it was going to be on the counterattack. It was going to be a player streaking in behind the defense, much like they did in the first leg of this competition. But it wasn't that at all. It was just an indefensible goal, like you said.
Well, they found a way through with that sort of technique. The through ball, over the top balls. They've got through Barcelona, but the goalkeeper saved them time after time tonight.
Yellow card.
It's going to be a great game for the armchair pundits to second guess, because certainly Barcelona were very unfortunate in that a couple of times Zaragoza should have had players sent off. That would have leveled the playing field.
Zacco, a tough ball for Messi to control.
Oh, beautiful.
Back for Zacco and Messi. Squares. At Milson. That's Gio near side. Back to the far flank. Zaragoza streaking out of the back. Everton patrolling the area along the near flank. Turns, faces the target. He's going to try his luck. Same spot on the park. He's off target, though.
I know it's extremely difficult for the fans to watch. Take your eyes off Barcelona when they've got that magnetic touch and possession, but look at how these white shirts are drawing up in front of them, at the back and in midfield. It is extremely impressive defensive shape for Zaragoza. Barcelona have tried everything, hitting them left, right and centre.
And down a player becomes that much more difficult to try and crack the code of the Zaragoza defense. Bet inside, looking for Larson. Laguerre. For Larson. And Nielsen fouled and a free kick for Barca. Cesar asking for 4 in the wall. Deco behind the ball. Deco. Right out Cesar, and consider Ronaldinho and Rafa Marquez no longer on the pitch. First and second choices from that distance. Gio switch the pitch. Everyone for Zaragoza retreating inside their own half. For Messi, give and go. Wild challenge, advantage given. Ahead for Larson. Messi.
It's delivering.
Silvinho, Messi. Messi, here he goes, Messi. To the back post.
He delivers all right, and Larson just a step short of it. It's a wonderful ball by this man. Fires it across the mouth of the goal, right across the heart of the defenders. Larson doesn't read it too early. He's meant to go for that at the back post. That hasn't been a shot. That's been a fully intentioned pass for the new guy to come on to.
This is Larson trying to work the near touchline.
Always saying in the book, Kelly, you've got to attack that back post. What if?
Messi, this time he'll have a go to the near post, covered by Cesar.
Played marvellously well. Hard to pick a man of the match out so far, but Lionel Messi has absolutely sparkled like the diamond that he is. Such bravery as well. It's not just his technical skill. He's such a brave player with the ball.
His role on the pitch a little bit different when Ronaldinho's out there. When Ronaldinho's on the park, he's able to provide for Messi, but now without him, you see Messi trying to provide for others. Guerra stretching his hand out. Barcelona, they've won the Copa del Rey 24 times. Last title, 1998. They've got 15 minutes to find the back of the net twice, or they will be eliminated from this year's competition. On the counter, it has to compromise from behind. Yellow, the consequence for Saladas.
Saladas there reaching in from the behind, no question. Can't do that anymore. There was a time. But that's outlawed now. Most of the time.
Yeah.
He loves shooting from distance here.
And this is pretty good distance. They have a go. Ricochets towards the near touchline. Messi will let it ride. Gio tosses it in. He'll try it again. Messi asking for it. Play through to Messi. Messi. That's a better distance. They play it quickly. Back post. Larson was asking for it, maybe a little bit more height on the cross, and they could have connected.
Alvaro again saving the bacon for Zaragoza. 2 more inches on that and Larson capitalises.
Deco showing in the middle. A receive. Controls. Knocked away from Deco.
Oh, look out. Here they come.
Numbers ahead for Zaragoza. 3-on-2. Everton point man. He'll orchestrate the counter. Everton foiled. Not yet out of danger. Squared into space. Right on 2. 3 options inside the area. A little hesitation on the cross and they'll pull it back to protect possession.
Smart play. Cross was too obvious. It's too well marked by Barcelona. Coming all the way back probably to the goalkeeper eventually. Nope. Maybe it should have.
Barcelona using its final substitution. Gio coming off and Bamo walking onto the pitch.
Well, we'll get a chance to look at that spectacular goal a little later, but if you can be in any way critical of anything that Barcelona could have done better to defend that spectacular goal by Oscar, it was Gio standing off a little bit too far and allowing Oscar the chance, but I'm sure he wouldn't. Well, he didn't think he could hit that goal, but he did. It just proved to be a huge goal.
Zaragoza pulling out all the stops to try and milk the clock best they can. A bit unsportsmanlike. Messi. Heavy touch by Messi. Deco to step in, he's beaten.
Clear, canny.
Oscar. A goal scorer for Zaragoza.
Class.
Flipped up. Headed back to the edge of the area.
Look how many players are sending forward as well. Zaragoza flooding into the box.
Yeah. Deco does well to protect the ball.
This lane again.
There it is. Larson heads it right at Cesar.
And that's what he brought him in for, Larson, but took a hell of a header there to beat Cesar there. Yep, doesn't get enough height or punch on it to go for that back post that was the only way through.
Messi receives, turns, faces the goal. Larson ahead. For Deco. Silvinho. Silvinho to the corner, he's fouled. Ten minutes to play. Barcelona needs 2. No reason not to push everybody ahead here. Five options, now 6 inside the box. Played up inside the mixer. Larson goes down, screams as he falls inside the little box.
Yep, great sound effects.
Free kick Zaragoza. Let's see if Larson was at all pushed. Zaragoza to make their final change. Yeah.
played well. Zapata, very, very strong player.
Pinarello taking his spot. Lifted up, but not enough lift to get it to Larson. Ball skipping towards the end line. Circling in behind it, Diego Milito draws the attention of a double team. Slips free of danger, pulls it back, headed down, looking for Everton.
It's unlucky that. Super impressed with this Diego Milito. It was in the first leg, even more in the second.
Messi using his speed.
Sweat and blood, Messi, for the cause. Absolutely wringing every drop of sweat out of his little body. Pull this leg out of the fire. Tireless work, a tireless contribution by Messi.
Deco wants to play it with Messi, now he will. Deco. Oh, cuts it back. Oh, he pulls it off.
Magical.
Back for Messi, winds up. Could have hit it with the left, takes the extra touch, probably should have. And Zaragoza releasing quickly.
Lovely.
Everton holding his run, waiting. Milito. Sees Everton, plays it inside. Well defended.
Five minutes left, not counting injury time, of course. Possession heavily favouring Barcelona. But Zaragoza has been so economical in their possession, but always threatening, always purposeful on the attack. Good play.
Deco through. Messi had one more to beat.
Went for the nutmegs. Just got it closed at the end. This is play on.
Diego Milito.
Good play.
It's by him. Wise decision now in the 41st minute. Zaragoza, they put the ball in reverse.
Confident. Nice. Tackle Puyol.
Messi corrals the ball. Tries to slip through a couple.
Trademark Messi run this. Seeing the defenders in front of him. Tries to barrel his way through, tight control. Flashing rocks coming on both sides of him there. Body language says it all for Frank Rijkaard. See his shoulders just dropping a little bit.
Well, Villa to play the last 5 minutes for Zaragoza. Saladas had a yellow card. He's coming off. Back in play. Santiago digs into his pocket to pull out yellow. 42nd minute. This almost becomes a must-have for Barcelona, still needing two.
They haven't been too spectacular from this range. Haven't really worried Cesar, other than the time when he spilled it on his own. Messi or Deco?
Messi wondering if that's 10 yards. Now he'll step and take while it does its job. Tired legs for Leo Messi.
Quite probably. Understandably so.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans wondering why they're being robbed of precious seconds.
Drop ball now.
Messi. Back for him. Van Bommel. For Messi. Cuts inside the box. Has a couple of options. Half a step quicker probably could have provided for Larson.
Gabi Milito there, beautifully leaving his central position to come out and lock that door at the last second on Messi. Again, great last-ditch defending by Zaragoza.
Greeted at the edge of the 6 by Zaragoza. All the way back to Cuartos. Quick touch. Barcelona to regroup in the 44th. 5-3 Zaragoza on the aggregate. The winner advancing to face Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey semifinals.
Yep.
Hopeful ball. Messi, wild touch, he's able to control. For Deco, Messi overlaps. Can't get it back to him. And now Zaragoza, everything deep.
There he goes.
Everton taking off. Nearly released him. Good decision making by Deco. Played in for Larson. 2 men marking Larson. Savinho for Deco. Iniesta. Back for Deco. The clock now rolling over into stoppage time. Long ball to the quarter. Rally starting to set in on the thousands cheering on Barcelona from Camp Nou, that their team now just a couple of minutes away from being eliminated from the Copa del Rey. And consider how well Barcelona looked in the first half before Ronaldinho was set off, and then even after when they got the goal back. You had to imagine there wasn't a single fan in the stands that doubted Barcelona was going to win and advance through.
Yep. Well, on the other side of the coin, which is always two sides of the coin in this game, Kelly, Zaragoza served notice so well that they were going to puncture this Barcelona defence eventually. But as you rightfully pointed out and well said, that the manner of the goal is what was so surprising, because Zaragoza missed their sitters with their regular springboard jackrabbit counter-attack. And yet, the goal that's burst Barcelona's bubble was a piece of absolutely individual genius from Oscar.
2.5 minutes to play.
He's pulled something there. Oh, high hamstring.
Punch through, Larson back for him.
Oh!
Here's a chance to pull one. Larson is there! He delivers! 2 minutes left in stoppage time, and once more Barca is within a goal of the semi-finals.
Brought him in to be that lion up front, to be the point man, to find him. He punishes them beautifully. clean-up sort of a goal. Van Bommel goes for the chip. I think it was a poor chip. It's as much good fortune as good skill, because I don't know what that was by Van Bommel, but it doesn't matter. It just shows you. Ugly goal.
A minute and a half to play. It's 5-4. Zaragoza on the aggregate. A goal for Barca in the final minute plus will make it 5-5, and Barca will get through on away goals.
I guarantee you there'll be a lot of people asking, is this game's wound down, why he was even in the game, for how much he's done, Larson. But that's exactly why the coach put him in, not just to score, but to be that big presence around the box. Have they got it last throw of the dice in them, Kelly?
60 seconds to find out. Right guard, the players, the fans hoping they get one more opportunity.
Good play again by Larson, battling away. Nope, not falling for them. This is it. Nope, that's the final.
Wow. Barcelona did all they could, a man down, but in the end, Zaragoza, too much. The 2-goal advantage they carried into Camp Nou was the difference. 5-4 on the aggregate, the final.
Deck was certainly having lots of words to say to a very involved referee that certainly had a good effect. Rijkaard being a good sportsman. There was some very, very big decisions made by the gentleman in the middle. But in the end, Zaragoza came with a plan that worked. They absorbed. They hit them on the counter countless times. Good value. It was a purely wonderful, entertaining game. The Barca fans, the great fans of Barcelona, rising to a brave performance. But that man and his team just got outdone by a wonderfully executed game plan by Zaragoza in an absolute spectacular world-class goal. But they are hurling their abuse down on this referee in no uncertain terms. Oscar, the hero for Zaragoza,